Hey there, traders. Coming at you live from Harrison, Michigan, and streaming across the planet. This is Shane with Futures IO. We are pleased to have you here. Thank you for joining us for our 431st webinar event. Futures IO is a community dedicated to transparency and bringing you quality education with webinars such as this. The basic membership's free. Our YouTube channel hosts over 400 videos covering just about any trading topic you can think of. It's a great resource and all of it free to the public. Check it out and subscribe for all the latest updates. And if you like what you see, you can do us a big favor by hitting a few like buttons while you're there and share it with your friends. And on social media, you can find us on Facebook. And for daily trading insights, you can follow us on Twitter at FuturesIO. All right, folks, today we've got 20-year futures veteran Joe Vartanian of Zytrade in the house. We're going to be discussing the powerful and user-friendly features of their free MotiveWave platform, along with a short demo. We're also going to cover a brief history of Zytrade and along with what the services that they offer. After the presentation, we're going to have a Q&A session with Joe. You can click on the Q&A button on your Zoom control panel and type your questions in there. If we don't get to yours, it will be posted over at the Futures IO website in the webinar thread. And as always, the event is being recorded. It'll be posted on Futures IO and YouTube within 48 hours. All righty, and now, without further delay, please join me in welcoming Joe Vartanian. How's it going, man?
Going pretty good. How are you guys?
Hey, doing well here, man. Everything's looking good. We're really looking forward to the presentation. With that, I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to you, Joe. You can go ahead and share your screen.
Okay, everyone can see it now, hopefully.
Looking good, man.
Okay, anyway, thanks everyone for joining us today to our webinar. It's basically Zytrade's free MotiveWave platform, Unmasked. And in the spirit of the coronavirus, we thought we'd name it Unmasked. Unfortunately, last couple of days here in California, the masks are back. We know everyone's had a pretty tough last couple of years, and hopefully we can move forward with that and do some stuff that's educational and informational as well. So I'm the compliance and operations manager here at Zytrade, and I'll be hosting the webinar today. And I just want to kind of briefly go over the agenda. We'll have an introduction, a short introduction, then we're going to talk about the MotiveWave Zytrade offer, and then a little bit of information about Zytrade. And then from there, we're going to talk about some of the practical features of the free MotiveWave platform that we're offering here. And then we'll quickly go after that to a quick about 20-25 minute demonstration of the platform features. And then after that, I will open it up to questions for everybody. So let's move forward. This is the disclaimer. Obviously, videos and platform demonstrations are for informational purposes only. And trading futures, options on futures, retail off exchange foreign currency transactions involves risk of loss, not suitable for all investors. You should carefully consider whether trading is suitable for you in light of your circumstances, industry knowledge, financial resources. You may lose all or more of your initial investment. Opinions, market data, recommendations are subject to change at any time. And of course, past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. Okay. So a little bit about me. I've been involved in the futures industry for about over 20 years. Doesn't seem like that long, but as everyone knows, time flies, especially when you're dealing with markets. I currently live in Sherman Oaks, California with my wife and 2 boys. I'm a graduate of the University of California at Santa Barbara with a degree in business economics. I specialize in options trading and swing and day trading strategies. And right now I'm currently the compliance and operations manager at Zytrade. And I currently hold the FINRA Series 3, 7, and 24 licenses. So enough about me, let's get into the promotion. So what we're offering is basically the MotiveWave promotion here at Zytrade. It's a free platform, free MotiveWave platform. It's going to be the standard platform. There is a charge of $25 a month for rhythmic data, and that's going to be incurred every month, regardless if you trade or not. That's basically the route for the orders. And commissions as low as 33 cents per side, plus applicable exchange routing and NFA fees, excuse me. And we're also offering $500 day margins on the full size equity indexes and $50 for the micro indexes. There is a low or no activity fee of $15 a month. And that basically is if you trade less than 10 round turn contracts in one calendar month, you will also be charged, unfortunately, a low activity fee. And the demo that we're offering, it's free for 14 days. And it also comes with platform support. If you are stuck with anything, if you need help with anything, just give us a call or shoot me an email and we'll set up some time so we can get that sorted out for you. Anyone that actually attends this webinar, we're also giving 10 free round turns with any free funded live account over 2,500 or more by mentioning this webinar. So a little bit about Zytrade. Some people may be wondering who we are, if we're a new firm. We're actually not a new firm. We've been around, we rebranded, excuse me. We were formerly Halifax America, and in latter part of 2019, we basically separated the FINRA and NFA branches of our firm. So we actually formed Zytrade. And so that's basically a little bit about us. So we are an independent introducing futures and Forex broker. What that means is we clear with multiple clearing firms. And our team actually has decades of combined market experience, which provides a seamless brokerage experience. And we do pride on ourselves on actually customer service and being able to get people on the phone. As some people will know, sometimes, commissions or something, but as far as being able to get someone on the phone, whether you need a wire or access to your broker, is also very important when there's times of stress or, something needs to be done quick. So we do offer ultra low pricing, technology-driven solutions. And we also have third-party trading apps and data feeds, pretty much most of the major ones we offer. We also try to support a variety of traders, active traders, institutional clients, API developers, and we also offer trade desk execution services. So once again, our goal is to provide an unmatched level of customer experience for our clients and prospects through our services and interactions. So if you want more info, please visit our website, www.futures@zytrade.com. And I've also listed my contact info here, jvartanian@zytrade.com, or you can shoot me a phone by phone on my direct line, 818-928-3108, with any questions you may have. Okay, so anyway, so a little bit more into Zytrade. Like I talked about a little earlier, we were formerly Halifax America. We rebranded in 2019 when we separated the FINRA and NFA divisions of our firm. We basically created Zytrade. We can proudly say that our principals here, myself, Devin Brady, and Peter Lee, have over 50 years of futures trading experience. We're located in California, Sherman Oaks, more specifically. And I would say our specialty is we do letter of direction trading, newsletter execution services, algo trading systems, and we also offer multiple self-directed trading platforms, as you'll see today with the MotiveWave. And we also have broker assisted accounts for people that may not want to do executions and kind of want some guidance on how to navigate through the markets. And once again, we strive to provide guidance and expertise to all level of traders, from beginners to professionals. We understand that everyone has their own needs in their trading journey, and someone that's just starting is not going to be up to speed and may need some hand holding, and that's why we're here, all the way to professionals where they just simply want the platform and the executions and the data, and that's all they pretty much need. So, and we already pretty much talked about the customer service. Like I said, we typically answer the phone within 2 rings during market hours. And if you email, you can guarantee you get a pretty quick response if someone's not on vacation or they're in the office. So we definitely strive ourselves to meet people's expectations, and we know customer experience and support is up there, #1. Okay, so a little bit about letter of direction. This is not a very common thing, but this is one thing that we actually specialize in. So if you're currently subscribed to a third-party futures newsletter or are considering subscribing to one, but feel like you may not have time to execute trades, we're here to help you. Zytrade is here to help you. There's an agreement known as a letter of direction. where you can grant us trading authority on your behalf based on the trading recommendations from your paid subscription newsletter. And like, once again, this is very convenient for traders that do not have time to sit in front of a screen and they're following a newsletter, but they can't wait there for the signal, and they got, their own job, or they're retired and they want to enjoy it. And so they're not really looking to be spending all day behind a screen. Based on this, the commission charges on this will typically vary based on the frequency of trades, complexity of the strategy, and risk and reward parameters of the trading method. And I will mention, we definitely want to be fair, and we'll come up with a commission that makes sense for you as the client and us as a firm. So we want you to be successful as well. And once again, if you're interested in this service and the commission cost, please contact me. There's my number and email address. So now let's talk about the main plot for today's webinar. It's the MotiveWave platform that Zytrade is offering. What basically some of the features that it's a very user-friendly platform, as you're going to see here shortly. It does support multiple brokers and data service providers. So if someone is particularly keen on a certain data provider, it typically will work as long as the broker supports it. And you can actually trade stocks, futures, Forex, and more. Once again, basically whatever the broker supports. But for our example, we're only going to be focusing on the futures trading. And the ways you can actually trade, you can trade from the DOM, which is pretty standard, quote sheets, buy sell boxes, and the trade panel, or directly from the chart with one click as a possibility as well. And as you'll see later, it's easy to add, edit, or cancel orders on the chart. And once again, MotiveWave, it actually provides charting and trading software, but it's not a data provider. So you will need a data provider, and the one that we're going to be focusing on is Rhythmic, which comes with our platform, or the promotion we're having. It comes with Rhythmic data. And the nice thing about it, on some of these platforms, there's basically 3 different levels of MotiveWave. The one is the standard one, and then there's a couple more expensive one if you want to get into the more advanced or certain metrics that are not available. But today, everything that's going to be demonstrated today is going to be on the free version that we're offering. And it's also useful to know it also is available for Windows and Mac operating systems. Okay, so a little bit about the demonstration that I'm going to get to here shortly. We are going to do a short demo on some of the features of the MotiveWave. Once again, how to trade directly through a chart, very useful feature. How to trade through the trade panel, how to trade through the DOM, how to add a symbol and watch list in the platform, and how to add indicators and components in a chart. And then after that, once we're done with that, I'm going to open it up for questions, and then I'll put this back up for the contact info that you guys can see. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to show you guys how easy it is to sign up for one of these demos. So if you notice now, you should be able to see my trading screen. Sorry, my computer screen. So I'm on the actual futures, the Zytrade futures website. So all you would simply do is come to platforms. If you click on MotiveWave, that'll take you here. You can sign up for a demo this way. You basically would click there, put your contact information, and then go ahead and click MotiveWave. That's the platform we're discussing today. Put the information, hit submit, and we'll typically get that demo out to you with the login instructions in about a couple, depending on how busy you are, within the hour or so, that you should be able to get that, maybe sooner. So while we're here, let's just go ahead real quick on some of the pricing for MotiveWave. As you see, I covered the free MotiveWave platform, Rhythmic data, $25 a month, and then the lower activity fee. But you can see that some of the commissions, they're very cheap commissions. I think this deal is pretty hard to beat when you factor in the platform and the commissions that we're offering. That shows some of the main ones. You could go down to the micros as well. And then if you come here, We can kind of see the margins. Zytrade offers competitive futures day trading margins starting at $500 for full-size contracts. And then here you can see the MotiveWave margins that are available with the micros and the full-size contracts. So now let's go to the main part of the presentation, which is the actual platform. Okay, so here we go. Hopefully everyone could see the platform. Basically, this is the default layout that you will see once you log into the demo that Zytrade offers. As you can see right here, you're going to see the trading chart, the DOM. Over here, you're going to have your watch list or symbols. And then on the corner is going to be more of the orders, positions. You can see I left some positions open just for demonstration, orders, and this will give you the account balance if you're trading a live account or the demo. And so this would be the standard layout that you would get once you log in. So now let's talk about basically the ways to trade in this platform. So there's going to be basically 4 ways to enter trades. One's going to be through the chart. One's going to be through the trade window, the DOM, and then later on, I'll show you how to even enter orders from the watch list, which is basically going to revert back to the trade panel. So first off, let's go directly into the chart. So if you'd like to enter a trade here, what you would do is you'd right click in the chart, then you click on trade. Once you click buy or sell, the order window is going to pop up. As you notice, it's defaulted to buy because I click buy. If you go here, it moves switches to sell. It'll have your account number. That's right now there's only one because it's a demo, but if you have a demo on a live account, that's how you'd be able to toggle through the accounts or where you want to submit the orders, the quantity, and then the limit, the order type, which is basically defaulted to limit, and then the price you would enter, good till cancel or day. And then this is actually a cool feature that you can actually place limits or stops while you're entering the trade, or you can actually place the trade and then come back later on in the order window and go ahead and edit that if you want to link a limit or stop as well. But you'll notice here, if I just click limit or stop, it'll automatically put the limit or stop and group into the order. Okay, so I placed that order. Now you could see these, and then you notice here on the group portion, it recognizes that there's a limit and stop, so you will know that this order is grouped to other orders. So that's one way of doing that order. One other useful feature of trading through the actual chart window is something where you can actually enter orders through the price axis. So this is right here, as you notice, this is the price axis. So what I'll do is if I'm going above, it's going to be a sell limit. That's what it's defaulted to. If I come below, it's going to be a limit. As you'll see, the last price is on the white portion of the chart. If you come below, it's going to be a limit order. If I go ahead and click shift on my computer keyboard, that's going to turn into a market order. If I will go ahead and press control, it's going to be a stop. So it would be a sell stop because it's below the market. And you'll notice here again, if I do shift, it's going to be a market order above. And if I hit control, it's going to be a buy stop order above. And then once that order pops up, if I want to place the order, just click on transmit and the order is now working. And then you can also actually modify the keyboard settings on this. And the way you would do that is, let's say if when you press shift, you don't want it to be a market order, but you want it to be something else. You'd come over here, go to orders. So once again, you're going to come over to the little gearbox, preferences, click on orders. And then once you come down here, prices, access key modifiers, you can see it's defaulted to limit. And then you want the shift key to be something else. You would just go ahead and change that to stop order and then hit apply and OK. And that's how you would basically be able to modify you would be able to modify the keyboard functions of the platform. So that's briefly trading through a chart. Like I said, this makes it pretty convenient if you want to enter orders relatively quickly and you don't want to do it through the DOM. This is another feature that is available for you to be able to do that. So that's one of the ways to enter trades. What I'm going to talk about next is actually trading through the trade panel. So where that's going to be is we're going to come up here. You're going to go ahead and click on that $sign. Okay, as you notice, once I do that, the trade window comes up, and right here will be a position. If you had any positions open on NQ, it would show your position, your break even, your P&L here, their default quantity. And from here, you can actually buy market, sell market, buy ask, sell ask, buy bid, sell bid. Another nice feature to have is flatten all. So let's say the trade's getting away from you and you no longer want to be in the Dow. All you would do is hit flatten all, and then that would basically get you out of the position. And cancel all would be if you had orders working in the YM, you would go ahead and click cancel all, and that would cancel all the working orders that you have. So that's one of the boxes for the trade panel. The next one would be the order window. So same thing here, we click buy, and quantities defaulted to 2. You can also change that. I'll show you how to do that in a second. What you do there is you go to the order type again, market, limit, stop, MIT, stop limit, any type of order you want, the price, good day or GTC. And then same thing here, you can actually put limits or stops with the order if you'd like. If not, you can just, let's see, limits of 34. So I'm going to place an order, submit, and now that order is working as well. There you see it right there in the window. And then the last option to trade within the trade panel is the buy and sell box. So this is kind of similar. If anyone has traded Forex, you'll see this feature available a lot. It's similar to one-click trading. So what you'll see here, if I double click on that, it's sell at market. If I double click on that, it would buy it at market, basically. So I just sold those at market. And so this is the third way of trading through the trade panel, or the box that you're going to see. And what you'll see now, if you want to kind of modify any of these things in the panel, you can see the trade panel preferences right here. Oh, here we go. This is on what side you want it. So if you want to switch it to the left, you can switch it to the south, to the right or left side, if you'd want to do that. So let me just go ahead and go out of this for now. And then I'm going to come to, I would say, probably the most popular way to trade, not in this platform, but in general in futures trading. It's the DOM, or the depth of market, or the DOM. So as you'll see on this one, we're already on the platform. It's already embedded here. There's another way, if you'd like, you want to go ahead and open up your own. So you'd come here, go to DOM, click. So now I have a DOM opened up for the Dow. That's more of a full screen. Okay, you'll see the last trade, the last price in the Dow is going to be at 34,426. So let's say we want to sell above. You just basically double click on that. And the platform's always going to ask you this because the DOM is typically locked if it's your first time using it. So DOM table is locked. Would you like to unlock it now? So we go ahead and click yes. So once we do that, it's going to open up the DOM for trading. So let's say I want to sell 2 up here, limit of 4, that order is working. And if I want to buy a couple below, you just double click on that, on limit. And what you'll notice here is if you want to buy market or sell market, you actually have those boxes as well. buy market, sell market. It shows our current position, -2, our profit and loss. And now it has those flatten all, cancel all, and reverse on there as well. So if, on this one, once again, the limits, if you go up here, it's going to be on the buy side. Since we're going above the market, the platform will automatically recognize it as a buy stop. If we go on the sell side or the offer side, it's going to recognize it as a limit above the market to sell. Come down here, it's going to recognize it as a sell stop because it knows the last price. And then if you come over here, it's going to basically recognize it as a buy limit. And it looks like we just got filled on something. So once again, the neat feature here, let's say you want to get out of the position, you would just say flatten all, and that pretty much would take you out of the Dow position. So those are some of the main, the easy features of the DOM that MotiveWave has. What we could do now is let me go ahead and close this out. Okay. Once again, you can actually access it here as well. If it's pretty much the same functionality, it's the same thing. It's just a matter of if you would like it full screen or if you would like it to be on the side like how it is here. So now let's actually go into adding charts. Adding studies to charts. Okay, so there's a couple ways to do that here too. Basically what you're going to do is when you're in the chart, you're going to come here, add study. Okay, and I'm just going to put a couple simple indicators just to show you how pretty relatively straightforward it is. If you're using a lot of the same indicators, the most recent ones will be here. But just for this demonstration, I'll just go ahead and not do that. And I'll come down to moving averages. I'm going to go ahead and lay over that, left click. Okay, this is going to pop up. The box kind of just gives a description of what it is. The bar is 20, pretty standard. And then here it's going to be the color. So let's click on red. Okay. And while we have this open, let's just kind of go through some of these display features as well. That's going to be the color of the line, the thickness of it, if you want to see it a little thicker or what have you. Right now, I'm just on the standard 1.0 default setting. And then this is if you want the line broken up, etc. However you want that displayed for you. Come in here, create. Okay, so now you notice that it's the 20-day moving average in the 1 hour chart. Let's say you want to come back in here and change the color. Go back here, click on edit. Okay, go ahead and click on green, update, and now it's actually green. So that's one of the easier ways to put something in the chart. And then if you want to do, let's see here. Okay, here we go. If you want to do like a little more advanced, there's going to be two ways to do this. If you want to do some of the more advanced indicators. So first one we'll do is we'll go through here and then I'm going to show you how to use that actual component window as well. So come down here, go on Fibonacci retracement. Okay, so now the main thing here is you want to define where you see the top or bottom of the actual wave, or the pattern that you're trying to measure. So the most important thing is having it on the correct top part of the chart, and then however far you want to go down. On this instance, if I go down here, this is just a 1 hour chart. So, and as you'll see now, it automatically will have those retracement levels identified for you. So if you're a technical trader, that's kind of a nice feature to have, and it kind of just has everything laid out for you. So that's how you would do that way. Now, if you want some of a little more high tech or more advanced components, so the way you're going to have to actually access that is you go to view and then click on components, and you notice once I click on that, there's going to be a box that says components. It has a breakdown of general, commentary, markers, Fibonacci, Gann, and harmonics. So if you click on general, these are going to be some of the general labels or lines or what have you, trend lines. I'll just kind of go through this a little slow so you can see what's available. Has a lot of the more common ones. And forks, range, resistance area, wedges. So all same thing here. So if you want to put something on the chart, on this one, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and click on the trend line, drag it out. Okay, drag it out onto your chart. And then you just let go of the mouse. It'll place it for you. And let's say you want to extend the trend line. Okay, you can come here, pop that in there. And now you have the trend line. If you want to make it bigger, you know, whatever trend you're trying to follow, it's relatively easy to put this on a chart. And you could come back here, hit delete, and then you're basically back to normal. So that's doing one of the general components. And then next thing I want to show you is the commentary. So this is actually just comments that you can make for yourself. That's going to help with your everyday trading. So let's say, let me just go to a different one for now. Okay, so let's say you want to maybe sell the Dow when it breaks a certain price level. So let's say this right here, 33,500. So I bring that here. I put the note in there. Okay. So 1 YM if market breaks 33,500. Okay. Okay, so now I made myself a note here to sell the Dow if it breaks 33,500. Now, what we can do here that's actually very practical. Oh, I spelled breaks wrong. It's fine. Okay, so what we can put that on the chart, but as many of you know, when you're trying to watch multiple markets, there's a lot of stuff going on the day. There's days where there's fast trading, you know, your brain's going at 1,000 miles per hour. So you may kind of overlook that. But here's a neat thing you can do to kind of prevent that from happening. If you go here, you go down to that panel on alerts. Okay, you click on that little time clock. Pop up YM, okay. So now we're gonna see that it's gonna give us YM symbol and the parameters for our alert. So condition price, crosses or crosses below, let's say 33, you just double click on it, 33,500. Okay, now I put that alert and then I hit show alert, notification, yes, play sound. That'll give you a little ding sound if that gets triggered while you're trading. And then now I come here. So I have this notation on the chart and I also set myself an alert here. So you can, you won't forget that, or if you get sidetracked and that does happen, you're here. And then just as a side note, any alerts that have actually been triggered, they would also pop up in the history once those are actually triggered. So once again, I mean, this is a cool feature to have when you're trading a lot of markets and there's a lot of action going on. That typically does happen in the futures markets, as everyone knows. So that's a little bit on the commentary portion. On the next part of the components, I'm just going to go over some of the other simple stuff. Markers, these are just stuff you can put on a chart just to help you label stuff like waves or whatever you're trying to do, like maybe 0 here, you know, 1. If you're just kind of trying to keep track of what's going on in a particular market, this is one other feature that you have to help you label charts, etc. And then here we go again. If you notice on the Fibonacci components, as you notice, these are a little bit more, has a little more options for you as far as Fibonacci. So let's bring this down. Let's do a classic retracement again. This is the 1-day chart on the Dow. So if we're going up here, this is all the action that happened so far in the last, since the beginning of the month or so. So, or if you want to just get a little bit shorter in time, you just bring that over from the high to the low. And now you see some of these levels that it allows you to, it already labels those for you. So you kind of know, if you're a Fibonacci guy, you'll know the retracement levels or where to place orders and what have you. So and just simply just one other to show you how to delete that. Once you're on the chart, you would just click on delete, and then that pretty much deletes everything for you. Same thing here, you just click on these and delete them. And that's that. And then these are some of the more GAN that I'm not going to touch on that right now, and harmonics, which is some of the other more popular ones. So that's how you do the components section of any chart. Okay. And then now, let's see. Okay. So now let's talk a little bit about your watch list or trading quotes and all that. So it actually defaults, MotiveWave comes with some standard watch lists. Okay. So the way to do that, I'll just go a little slower. You click on the plus sign, go to watch list. These are the defaulted watch list that MotiveWave has. So obviously the indices, I've already had that. Excuse me, energies as well. And now let's say I wanted to create my own watch list, and maybe I'm only following 5 markets or what have you. So what I would do here is click create, and I'm going to call it Joe's watch list. Okay, then click on next. These are just the standard columns, so I'm not going to, in the interest of time, I'm not going to mess with that. That would basically be, these are the ones that are selected, as you notice up here. If I want to take any out, you would just click on it, put it that way. If I want to add anything, vice versa, I'd put it here and then click it over. Okay, so now let's say I'm watching 5 markets, I'm trying to master them. That's first one obviously would be ES. Okay, then the next one, YM. That's YMU, GCQ1. Okay, and then I want to see what treasury yields are doing, the NU1. And last but not least, let's see, the NQ1. Okay, and then what I would do now is go ahead and click save. So there it is. Go here, Joe's watch list, open it. And then anytime if you want to add something to that, you would just have to come in here and go ahead and add that symbol, the new symbol that you're looking for, whatever it is he has. So as you can see now, I have my own watch list. Okay. And then within this watch list, there's different ways that you can have the watch list displayed. So what you're going to do, if you go over here to the right, you see this little icon with the 3 bars. If I click on quote board, it's going to do like the old standard future source quote board, kind of looks similar there. And then you come back, oh, sorry about that. Come back here, that's back to the table. And then you also have these buy and sell boxes if you like that layout as well. And I'm more of the old school guy, so I like the table or the third option on that. And then once again, so just another way, when you're in this actual watch list, you can go here, and then you can go straight to the order window from there as well too. From there, I just click on the trade. I already clicked on ES, so it's gonna have buy, sell. Same, my account showing the quantity. You want to mess with that? Limit. Let's see, go a little lower. 16. Market's currently closed now, so it's not as important. And then let's say I want to put GTC, and on this one I'm gonna put a limit and stop. If you want to mess with how much you want to risk to get out, you would just simply, and the nice thing is it also puts the dollar amounts next to it. So if you're trying to make 450 and you only want to risk, let's say 200, go ahead and click submit. And now the order is working. You see it here. Okay, let's close that out. And you could see those since the market's not open right now. So anyway, okay. So another thing, let's say we're in the ES. Oh, it's not going to let me do that because the market's, oh, you wanted to cancel orders. Okay. This is a nice feature to have as well. If you want to just cancel a particular order, you would click on cancel all. I'm sorry, cancel order. Okay. Edit order ticket. That's going to allow you to change the order if you want to change anything on the pricing or what have you. And then the next one is cancel all, is basically going to cancel all your orders that you have working in the platform. Okay. And then cancel all for instrument is only going to cancel orders for the ES. So let's say you're done trading the ES for the day. You're happy with what you did today, and you're not really comfortable with the price action or the levels that the market's trading at. You say, I don't want to participate in ES today. You just simply click on that and it pretty much cancels all the orders for ES. This is going to be the actual positions that we have open. There you go. And then same thing here, within the open positions, you can put close now. Well, the market's closed, so that's not going to really help us. Or you can put close all positions. That's going to get you out of everything. Okay. So close now, and then close all positions are also available. So if you just click close now, it's going to close gold. If you click on close all positions, it's going to close out everything. Okay. And then this kind of gives you the close position of the day and how you did. Not so good on the S&P. Probably was short in the demo today. That didn't go well. And this is going to be a summary of your account, the close trades, your balance, unrealized profit. And that's pretty much it right there. Anyway, Shane, that's pretty much it for the MotiveWave demonstration for today. I'll go ahead and open it up if anyone has questions that they have for me. We'll go. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, thanks, Joseph. Really good. We've got a couple questions here, and I'm not sure what your time frame's looking like. I'm not sure if you got to be out of here in a few minutes, but there's also some requests to look at a couple other features on MotiveWave if we have time. If not, then maybe we can push it over to the Futures IO thread and pick it up there.
Okay.
The Faith Defender wants to know, and a number of other members are asking if the data feed is live or if it is delayed.
On which one? On this one? It's going to be live for
on the demo.
Yeah, no, it's live.
Excellent. All right. So then the next question that's kind of related to the same demo 4X for the major pairs. Does that provide tick data?
Honestly, on that, I don't trade Forex and I'm not licensed for that, but I can find out and get back to you with one of the brokers here that is licensed. So I'm not 100% sure on that, but I can find out for you and get back to you if you like. No problem. Just shoot me an email or I can kind of just grab the question and get back to you. But the best way would be shoot me an email so I have your contact information.
I'll tell you what we're going to do too. Any questions that we don't have time to get to today, I'm going to post them over at the Futures IO website. So I'll take care of all that, and all you guys got to do is just sign over there and answer them. That'd be easy enough.
Sure.
Cool. Let's see here.
These are about Forex.
Yeah, there's a few questions about Forex. How about the volume imprint candles? Do you have time to go over those briefly to show how to set those up?
Those aren't. I don't believe those are in the version that we're offering. I don't think those are available. Unfortunately, those are some of the more advanced features. So, which you can still get it, but you would have to upgrade. You would have to upgrade the version, if that makes sense.
I got you.
Yeah.
Sure thing. Jim G wants to know if MotiveWave is attached to a broker and eligible brokers, but obviously we're doing some Zytrade stuff here. Yeah.
Let me see. No, you can. There are eligible brokers. So again, when you get the platform, you'll see the eligible brokers. Obviously, we're one of them, and our promo is doing it with Rhythmic Data. So it just kind of depends. Like I said earlier, it's who you're comfortable with. Everyone's pretty much has most of the same trading platforms, and it's basically, which broker you're comfortable with and you feel satisfied with the service and the data that's available, and that's the decision that you would have to make. But like I said, I mean, what we're offering here with the commissions and the data, it's pretty hard to beat in the industry, in my opinion.
Sure thing. Now, once the demo expires, is MotiveWave then is it a subscription platform after that?
Yes, it's only a 14-day demo, unfortunately. After that, you would have to go to either the live, or you would have to either fund an account and get it that way, or you would have to actually purchase your own license key. But that wouldn't make sense. Basically, if you fund a live account with us, you'll get the platform for free. And like I mentioned earlier, you would just have to pay the $25 Rhythmic fee per month.
Roger that. Okay, man, I think we've got all the questions answered here. Thank you very much, Joseph, for being with us here today and sharing your expertise. We all really appreciate it.
Yeah, and if I don't know if you guys could see my screen now, but if you have any other questions or what have you, just my contact info's there, the phone number's there. Just go ahead and send an email or give me a call, and I'll be happy to answer them. And just to reiterate, we're offering the 10 free commissions, 10 free trades until 8/31/2021 if you mention this webinar while you're funding your live account through Zytrade.
Excellent, man. Hey, it looks like a really cool platform that offers a high level of customizability. It's very nice. Guys should check it out. Folks, I think that's going to be about wrapping it up. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, please, and hit those like buttons while you're there. And then also please follow us on Twitter at FuturesIO. Again, I thank you for joining us, and trade like you mean it.